The ICEVI, the Nippon Foundation Mathematics Package for Teachers video series, Abacus as a Mathematical Tool. Title of the video, Link between Quotient Setting and Reminder Values. Let us discuss the link between the quotient setting and the reminder and see how these values appear in the abacus when the procedures are followed correctly. When the divisor is a single digit number, the remainder, if any, again will be a single digit number only. That means the value can be expressed in the form of the units. This implies that the remainder, if any, can appear only in the units column in the case of a single digit divisor. We already discussed that there is a rule in setting the quotient in the abacus. In the result, how to make a distinction between the quotient and the remainder. It is the beauty of abacus operation that when we follow the procedures correctly, the quotient and the remainder will be separated by an empty column. Otherwise, the child will be confused with which one is the quotient and which one is the remainder. Let us demonstrate this with the example. Let us take the example 283 divided by 9, which we have already used in the previous video demonstration. Here 9 is the divisor and 283 is the dividend. We got the quotient as 31 and the remainder as 4 in that problem. The quotient setting rule is aimed at making a clear distinction between the quotient and the remainder. You can see there is an empty column separating the quotient and the remainder. In the problem 384 divided by 6, which we already discussed, we got the quotient as 64 followed by 2 empty columns to the right of it. The column to the right of the quotient is a separating column of the quotient and the remainder, and therefore in this problem the remainder is 0, because in a single digit divisor the remainder, if any, will always be a unit number. That means it can be represented in the units column. In case the child gets 3 columns to the right of the quotient, suppose the child gets 3 columns to the right of the quotient 64, we can clearly say that there was some error in setting the quotient that might have led to the inaccurate columns separating the quotient and the remainder. Here we see there are 3 columns. That means if we treat one column as a separating column, we should get only 1 digit to the right of the separating column, whereas we have 2 digits here. That means the child must have committed some errors in setting the quotient. The other possibility is the error in calculation in the division process. The child should understand that the columns we get to the right of the quotient in the case of a single digit divisor is always 2, irrespective of whether there is a remainder or not. The purpose of setting the dividend to the extreme right of the abacus is also with the purpose that the remainder values should also sit in the proper units, tens and hundreds columns. Hope these nuances will help the child to understand the importance of following rules in abacus operation.